first stop in Cambodia. I don't even know if I've said where we are. We're in Phnom Penh. I hope that's how you say it properly. The capital of Cambodia, and this is our first little apartment place. It's very nice. This one was, can you remember?
£65 for 3 nights, I think. It's quite expensive.
Yeah, it's definitely more expensive here than Vietnam and Laos, I think. But it's a nice place, got a washing machine so we can do some washing. Nice little view. It has got a pool as well, so we're going to go, it's got a pool and a gym. So we're going to go and have a look at those in a bit, but we're just going to head out and get some food. Oh, fail. Obviously a new country means getting used to new currency, and this is the most confusing yet. Vietnam was funny, like confusing at the first because everything's like $1 million or whatever, so it feels expensive, but it's not.
Quickly, as soon as you know the conversion rate. Problem
This is confusing.
They use 2 currencies, so because their currency is so large, they use dollars for things. So they'll give you like a $10 note back, and then they'll give you change.
It's real,
so,
is that?
Yeah, they're Cambodian real. So I was just at the till, and they do everything in dollars, but you can pay in both, and you can transact in real and dollars together. I was at the till, obviously didn't have enough to suffice in dollars, and I didn't know what these were, so I was just sat in front of the lady, like I'd never seen money before in my life. She was just looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?"
Staring at it.
I was staring at this cash like, I don't know what that is. Luckily, Liv had like $20 in her, so we were able to just pay in dollars. But this is going to be a hard one to pick up, especially over 3 weeks' time as well. We've gone again, so
it's going to take a bit of getting used to.
Or we're just going to lose a lot of money because people are giving us the wrong cash.
Yeah, so I said it. She could literally give us anything, and we'd be like, "Sure, I don't know." This is the rooftop pool at our hotel. Not too shabby. Literally goes the whole way. Okay, don't judge everyone, but for our first night's meal in Cambodia, we've got a Domino's. We just tripped and fell into Domino's. I've just been to get my nails done. We won't talk about it. It didn't come out quite how I expected. And Tom sat in a bar with a load of Cambodian prostitutes for an hour while I have my nails done.
Game's a game.
I texted him, I was like, "Oh, it's taking a little bit longer than I thought. If you want to head back to the hotel." And he was like, "No, it's alright, I've just had my 4th beer, so I'm fine." So now
to be fair, I wasn't actually sat in the prostitute bar, I was sat across from the prostitute bar.
Yeah, no, you were just
admiring,
yes, watching from afar. So yeah, can I have a Domino's and go to bed.
For context, we are just going to take the rubbish to the bin. It's a trash chute, as they call it here, or just a rubbish chute. I was just going to take it to the bin, you know, I was just doing the old blue collar jobs. And then I read out here on one of the doors, it says trash chute, of which Liv asked me earlier, if it's a trash chute, let me know. So I had to come and film it because it just cracks me up that Liv's getting so excited over this rubbish chute. It's a bit concerning that it's behind this exit. Yeah, I do. Step 1, please bring your prepared trash and go to the exit gate. Trash you can see after emptying the existing gate. Please go down the stairs. The trash should be over by pulling the button up, and then you can drop your brought trash into the chute.
Lovely, let's do it. Oh no, it's just this. No, I'm putting it in the chute.
Down there.
That's the one. We might need a torch.
I haven't got my phone on me.
Oh, these are right. I can't see anything.
I don't know if there's anything down there, to be honest, babe.
Yeah, this is in the chute.
Okay, I'll keep this door open with a bit of light.
Yeah. You might have to do it. I can't put my nail in anything.
I don't know if it's made to be open, to be honest. That's why they might put these bins here.
Oh. No. Oh.
Oh, Liv's. Oh, there we go. That chute looks rather full. Going where? It doesn't look like it's going anywhere, darling.
Anyway. so exciting.
Welcome to the life of Liv.
Easily placed. I'm so good. So we're just having a little iced coffee. We've been productive, we've been to the gym. And we're literally just sat here. I'm literally dripping with sweat. And we're literally just sat. It's so hot here. Get a little temperature check going. What's it gonna say? 36 degrees. Feels hotter than that, can't we? Yeah, we're literally dying. We're not cut out for this. Just on our way to the night market house. It's actually a good one, this one. In our favourite method of transport.
Baby.
It's so cheap here. This one cost us no, 50p I think. We're only going for like 5 minutes, so yeah, bargain.
So out here they've got this terrible replica of the Land Rover Defender, like horrific. And this is what it looks like. Proper Chinese replica. They've tried to put all the storage bits inside and stuff. Like, yeah, the storage cases and stuff like that. It just looks horrific. It's just such an obvious rip-off. That's what it looks like on the side. Yeah, it's pretty rough compared to a real Defender. It looks like that. They've just made it like 75% the size of a real Defender and then tried to copy the outside of it. This stall here, you can't see it, but that's got Kampot supplement that they're advertising at the night market.
Yeah.
It's just so random.
We've also just seen, I don't know if we said about it before, but when we got the 24-hour bus from Laos into Vietnam, we saw this couple, and the girl, well, both of them live in Wantage and knows James, Tom's brother.
Yeah.
They were like in class together or whatever, which was really weird at the time. Even weirder, we've literally followed them around the whole way. We've seen them all the way throughout Vietnam, but we've obviously done the exact same route. And then we've
not
literally
just seen them in cities, we've seen them on excursions. Like we've put the same excursion on the same day, the same timing.
Yeah, and we've just seen them, not to talk to, but we just like saw them up ahead at the night market, so we're now in another country together. Get me out of it. I think he's going to grab people. Another example of how random this is. It's like a monster in a dress.
This is the kind of drag you get over here. They haven't got TV shows yet about it.
They're all laughing. If that thing grabbed me as a kid, even now, I would not be laughing.
Oh, I don't know what's fucking gunshots.
We've got the Dove's Victoria's Secret Angels. At the night market, I don't understand.
Morning. We just off out to go to the killing fields / genocide area. So, interesting day. But this is our hotel apartment where we're at. Last night I went on the grab app because I was hungry. It was like 10 PM, we hadn't eaten. And I went to the most easiest thing that came up. It was like an Indian. It was quite cheap. I was like, right, yeah, I'll order it through the Grab food. So very simple. It's a Uber Eats, you know, Just Eat. Same thing. They pick it up, bring it to you. We're here. We ordered our food through an Uber Eats Just Eat, and the restaurant we ordered it from was here. So it came out of the kitchen, on the app, and it was like out for delivery. We looked at the map,
Is that
and
your
he's
driver's
like,
here?
yeah, and then it said driver arrived. So we paid a driver to go literally take it about 5 meters at most to the front door where he was waiting for me because they haven't got card access to get up in the elevator, so I had to come down anyway. So yeah, he must have been so confused, but when we both realised that we'd ordered a curry that was about 5 meters away from the front door of our apartment, but it did seem a bit stupid and lazy, so I hope he wasn't judging me when I went and got my curry last night.
So today we have come to the Killing Fields, which is as nice as it sounds. I think it's a memorial
For a mass genocide
yeah,
that
mass
happened
genocide, so-
in 1975 to 1979. Welcome back to History with Tom. It was a mass genocide that happened from a Cambodian regime just after the Vietnam War. It happened for 4 years. In total, they killed 2 million people. On this site alone, they did 20,000. What happened is they basically took minorities, anybody that they didn't really like. Even if you had like glasses, you would get punished. So they would take you to prison. It's called the S21 Museum.
We'll be going there later.
So we're going to the museum later of it. And then after they tortured you there, and usually they tried to get you to admit to other people that have caused crimes. So they would accuse you of false crimes, torture you, and then you would then say somebody else was involved. They were going to arrest them, torture them, get somebody else to admit, and it was just then a cycle of killing people. They then bring you out to here after they've tortured you in the prison for however long, and usually shoot you dead. So it's pretty, it's a pretty savage genocide that happened over the 4-year period. And then the Vietnamese came and got involved and took the leaders out because, yeah, it's a pretty savage regime.
So yeah, we're just going to do me a little fit check.
Liv turned up. She told me earlier in the hotel, oh yeah, we've got to be careful because, you know, it's a really respectful site, we need to cover up, etc. And then she turned up with a t-shirt that had an exposed back and shoulders. So she's now been given this absolute fit. So she's now not got an exposed back and shoulders. But rookie mistake. Do you not open this door?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go in. So we've just been round S21. Before the regime took over, it was a high school, and then it was taken over and they turned it into a torture / interrogation area, which housed up to 20,000 people throughout the 3 years. Yeah, it's actually crazy what actually happened over those 3 years. Some of the interrogations, and yeah, pretty traumatizing. And then after they were interrogated and they admitted the false crimes that the interrogators put them up to, they would then get signed off by the senior interrogator and then sent to their deaths. at the killing fields where we've just been. So yeah, quite sad. It's our last day in Phnom Penh. So this is the capital of Cambodia. We spent 2 long days here, 3 nights in total. It's the view from the hotel room. Overall, busy capital. I think we were staying in quite an affluent area because it was all quite expensive food, so we haven't actually tried any of the local food yet.
I don't even know what Cambodians eat. Like, we've not seen anything local, have we?
But Phnom Penh, what would you rate it?
Well, yesterday was a good day. Very sad, but
Yeah.
a good day. Other than that, there's not really anything else to do unless we missed something entirely. Didn't like the night market, so that is instantly -2 for us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think there's that much else to do, but we've stayed in a nice place. It's been nice to look around. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, for a stopover, we wanted more of a chilled out kind of day, or a couple of days. So it worked well for us, but you could easily do it within probably a day, unless, like Liv said, if we're missing anything. Yeah, just what it's got, I would say it's definitely a 6 out of 10 for me. Anything to add?
Nothing. Just trying to squeeze my whole life back into these broken packing cubes, and then we are on our way to Kampot. See you there.
So we've had a pretty lazy day today. We're going to go and do a few things now, but we just went to this phone shop and got our SIM cards for $6 each. It's like £4.50, and I think with that we got 25 gigs for a month, which is just shows how great. Oh yeah, and you have to pay $2, so it's $4 for the package, $2 for the SIM card. So for $4 a month you can get 25 gigabytes of data, which is just crazy.
And an eSIM would be what, maybe like £30-40?
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. But we withdrew some money from here earlier, this bank, and it gave us, we took $200 each, so it gave us $200 notes, and we needed them changing. So we thought, oh, we'll go in to the actual bank and try and get them changed, which they did. But as I walked through the door, the first thing that I clocked was the security guard with a loaded AK-47 right behind his back, just sat in his chair, just casually, you know.
He wasn't very smiley, was he? I smiled at him.
No, they're pretty serious, but it's just the way, like, he wasn't even like armoured or anything. It was just this old, you know, Kalashnikov AK-47 just sat there. Just crazy to think, you know, that's their protection.
I have a very big ruby-shaped hole in my heart at the moment, so we've come to a place to help that. Hello. That is so cute. We've come to a dog sanctuary. It's an Aussie man who came out here to visit once, or he was travelling and saw all the dogs and wanted to rescue them. So yeah, he's done this dog sanctuary and turned it into a cafe, so you can come and have a drink and pet all the dogs. Just having a little beer with all the doggies. A bit hot for them, I think.
These ones aren't parking.
My new bestie. So cute. This one's a little tripod. Missing one of his legs, but he doesn't seem to mind. Hello. Got anything to say for the vlog? I like this one. Oh, he loves me. Where is it?
This is the end of our time in Kampot. We're only here for 2 days? 2 nights.
2 days.
One but full day. So we just spent it sorting out SIM cards.
Boring things.
And also going to the dog sanctuary, which was just a basic dog sanctuary.
Yeah, I was bored in Kampot.
It wasn't that too good.
But we had just been quite busy in Phnom Penh. We just couldn't be able to do anything, and there wasn't that much to do there anyway, so not much to say on Kampot really. I feel like we didn't really explore it enough to give it a fair review.
There's nothing there. You don't need to go. There's a dog sanctuary. We'll see you
in the next video.
On the
Ciao.
islands.